So hip-hop churches are springing up all over the place. Are you following me? But it's the same kind of madness. Stevie Wonder said what? When you believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer. Because superstition ain't the way. Are you following me?
Go ahead. Go in the music.
So our brother Coach Powell laid out hip-hop's 10 Commandments in the book called Hip-Hop Hypocrisy. We don't have time to go over all of them because I want to skip to your man Jay-Z, if I can find him, if he's here. We'll talk about racism, white supremacy in the question and answer period. I gotta get to this Jay-Z thing. All right. I think it's here with the rap COINTELPRO profiles, and I'm gonna sum it up like this. Cynthia McKinney gave me a call and said COINTELPRO didn't die. All they did was change the frequency of it, and it's hiding in a thing called the Patriot Act 1 and 2. Are you following me? So, but the main thing from the COINTELPRO was to prevent the rise of the black Messiah. They heard that messianic voice inside of hip-hop, and they sought to destroy hip-hop. And let me show you how they did it. So when I got the phone call from the sister, she said my name was in the dossier that they had put together because she believed they were doing surveillance on me. So I set out to find the 500-page dossier. I couldn't find it. Alright, but I met a person who did, and they shared it with me. This says, in the FBI reports, it says the director of FBI, it says the Negro wants and needs something to be proud of. The Negro youth and moderate must be made to understand that if they succumb to the revolutionary teachers, they'll become dead revolutionaries. Are you following me? So anyone coming up after Public Enemy, they were letting you know that you will be a dead revolutionary. Are you following me? So when Nas did his interview with the Final Call newspaper of the Nation of Islam, he wrote in there that he got the inspiration to do the Farrakhan song from a white woman. Because I guess he wasn't brave enough to do it on his own. Are you following me? Read the article. So I got really bothered by these gentlemen right here. Is that camera rolling?
Yes, it is.
I want to say this right to the camera. Two of these brothers up here got Muslim names. All right? And we love KRS-One coming from criminal-minded to spiritual-minded. But why would you turn around and ink a deal with Smirnoff, the liquor company? Look at what it says. It says, New York, the makers of Smirnoff Vodka have launched a campaign pairing 3 old-school rappers with the contemporary MCs to create the new version of iconic hip-hop songs and matching drinks. So you can remix the Criminal Minded album or the Tribe Called Quest album, but you have a matching drink to go along with it. See, this is what they're doing to hip-hop. Multinational corporations are coming in and they're buying their way into hip-hop. And we're falling for it hook, line, and sinker. Are you following me?
Just like blame it on alcohol.
So I found some information in this book, the first millennium edition of the American Directory of Certified Uncle Toms. On page 236, it talks about how they're going to promote the nefarious niggerization of rap music. And they're going to use Quincy Jones' 5 magazine to do it, and they did. And the first group to come out of that experiment after using Quincy Jones was NWA.
That's right.
Niggas with attitudes. NWA was set up and paid.
That's right.
To neutralize Public Enemy.
That's right.
Are you following me?
That's right.
But they're victims of this also. Let's push forward. So as these two characters got rich, these two gentlemen were gunned down in front of everyone.
That's right.
Wait a minute now. Come on, talk to me.
That's right.
They got satellites.
That's right.
That sit up above the earth.
Come on.
That can look down on the earth. That can find the damn pubic hair on a damn mosquito 12 o'clock at night. And you mean to tell me they don't know who killed Biggie and Tupac? You got to be out of your damn mind. In the last days and weeks of their lives, it has been reported that both Tupac and Biggie were under government surveillance right up until the time that they were murdered. And they got footage on YouTube. And you mean to tell me you don't know who killed them?
Come on now.
I'm going to tell y'all straight up. When they come get my black behind in the morning, no, later on they coming to get you.
Come on. You're right.
So it's convenient now for the rappers to get together to talk about Rock the Vote. Especially for this dude, because he got busted with this. Now wait a minute. If your brother Professor Griff got caught at Wally World, at Walmart, with this in my trunk, where would I be? But this dude is doing television shows and videos. Up in the club making it rain.
Man.
I don't even know what this is. I mean, what is that?
200 rounds, 360.
No, it shoots about 400 rounds. Who are you going to fight, T.I.? But this is what he's doing now. See, but you get your card validated now. So now you're validated because you got in trouble and you're about to do 80 years.
Right.
So now they put you in front of young black people to talk to young black. Please.
Come on.
I can't get in this position to save my life.
Yeah. Right.
But yet, this dude gets busted with pills, weed, guns, maps, surveillance stuff, and infrared and everything. But they put him in front of young people. But on Channel 2 in New York, your man, T.I., has a snitch line. 1-800-TIP. That's it, on Channel 2. So the Baltimore police said, good, keep talking. Because all these rappers putting everything that you do on the rap record, all they got to do is buy your album. Idiot. And I felt sorry for this brother. He wanted to get back with G-Unit, and he had called 50 Cent, and 50 Cent recorded his conversation and put it up on the internet. And the next morning he ended up with an overdose, and he got rushed to the hospital. He wanted to commit suicide. Hell, it ain't that damn serious. Are you following me? We talk about destroying hip-hop's appetite for self-destruction. I'm gonna wrap it up. You ever notice why the area where you live is considered a high-intensity drug trafficking area? Because HIDA stamped it that way. And so when you drive through at night, you get pulled over because they deemed it to be a high-intensity drug trafficking area. Where did I get that from? From the DVD in the back called Rap Sheets. Because this gentleman, John Patash, wrote a book called FBI's War on Tupac and Black Leaders and connected the dots and showed that there's a direct link. Are you following me? So we went from the conscious era, pardon me, to 10 years of oral tradition, the golden era of hip-hop. When NWA came, the gangster rap thing hit, then the thug thing, then they were balling out of control, and then now we're at the pimping phase of it, of this covert operation. We're at the pimping phase. I'm about to close in a second. Don't go nowhere. Because now people like Nelly are allowed to sell thousands and thousands of cans of pimp juice to our children. And we say nothing. But as long as he opens up a scholarship fund, it's fine. I think not. In this book by William Cooper, I'm sure you're familiar with William Cooper. He wrote a book entitled Behold the Pale Horse. William Cooper, from the book Behold the Pale Horse, written by William Cooper, a former naval intelligence officer, in regards to a document concerning the American public. Diversion is the primary strategy. What? Diversion is the primary strategy. The simplest method for securing silent weapons and gaining control of the public is to keep the public undisciplined and ignorant of basic system principles, while keeping them confused, Flavor Flav, disorganized and distracted, Nelly, with matters of no real importance. Whereas the media, MEDIA, multi-ethnic destruction in America, or maniac European devils in action, keeps the adult population attention diverted from the real social issues and captivated by matters of no real importance. The schools keep the young public ignorant of real mathematics, real economics, real law, and real history. Entertainment is kept below the 6th grade level. I'm talking about that kind of madness. Are you following me? The public is kept busy working, and the result is no time to think. So they also wrote it in a book, The Covert War Against Rock. All of it brought to you by the Tavistock Institute on Human Relations. Right out of Britain. It was a covert operation to dumb the music down. And they put those frequencies among us, and they wrote it in the book to tell us that they came, as British operatives, came over to America, and you can read about it in Operation Paperclip, the aim of the 12 atonal system devised jointly by British intelligence operatives at Tavistock Institute. These gentlemen put together a music that would do what? A system of music that could program a mass music culture capable of eroding the morals of its listeners until they declined to a point where they were totally degraded by it. And it worked. And it worked. A Culture of Death by British Psychological Society, Tavistock Institute. And you can read about it. Now to your man Jay-Z, and I'm going to close out.